Of all the episodes of The Sopranos, Pine Barrens is the one that stands out the most. It's crazy to think about. Christopher and Paulie took a battle-hardened Russian to the woods to kill him and get rid of his body. But the Russian escaped even though he was shot in the head. The mafiosi were stuck in the woods for a whole night during the middle of winter. Fans have wondered for years about what happened to the Russian. Well, the author of HBO's original channel has finally answered that question. In a recent episode of the Soprano podcast, Michael Imperioli and Steve Sciarippa interviewed series writer Terrence Winter. Winter has written 25 episodes of The Sopranos and received an Oscar nomination. Sciarippa asked him what happened to the Russian from Pine Steps. Winter said he had a funny idea about the Russian. Spoilers, he survived. That's what he said. I suggested that idea to David. 2 years later, Christopher meets a Russian. He did not appear out of nowhere, and he was Fame's closest friend. So, since we were planning to film Pine Steps, I suggested to David that we could include this actor in 1 or 2 scenes earlier than planned, before we introduced his boss, Glory. We could give him a few lines and have him appear in the story. That way, when he reappears in episode 11, viewers would be surprised and say, "So that's the guy who cleaned the floor." Russian Valerie would have to make a grand return after the events of Pine Steps. The audience would have enjoyed it. Unfortunately, that's why we never filmed that scene. Anyway, what do you think about bringing back the Russian character? Let me know in the comments. He walks in and sees a man sweeping the floor. Christopher and Valerie meet eyes, and Christopher realizes that he knows him. Valerie turns around and they see that part of his head is missing, his brain is damaged, and he doesn't remember anything. Christopher thinks that Valerie is a vegetable now, but he still looks at him, as if to say, "I know everything, but I can't tell you." It seems like the perfect ending for a story, but Winter made the mistake of telling David Chase that people might like this twist. Chase never wanted to please the audience. It was a taboo for him, and this is what sets The Sopranos apart from other shows. Winter completed their storyline with a satisfying ending in most cases, but not in the case of Valerie.